Joining us now to discuss is Wisconsin Congressman and House Judiciary Committee member, Congressman Tiffany. Congressman, tell me how you assess the situation right now and whose fault you think it is.
Well, Chuck Holton certainly did some good reporting there. Vladimir Putin should leave Ukraine, and I condemn his actions in the strongest terms and don't know that he will do that, but he should leave the Ukraine. But what has happened here is, as you just cited in the press release I put out, weakness leads to war. And this all started back on January 20th of 2021. The first executive action that President Biden took was to shut down the Keystone Pipeline. And he made it very clear that we were no longer going to be energy independent. So think about what has happened as a result of that. We have actually funded Vladimir Putin's war machine. Crude oil going from $50 a barrel to $90 a barrel. He's taking in enormous amounts of money as a result of that, and we have been stuck with the inflation here in America.
Yeah, by the way, let's take a listen to White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki pushing renewable energy to stop dependence on foreign oil. Here's what she said.
On oil leases, what this actually justifies, in President Biden's view, is the fact that we need to reduce our dependence on foreign oil, on oil in general, and we need to look at other ways of having energy in our country and others. One of the interesting things, George, we've seen over the last week or so is that a number of European countries are recognizing they need to reduce their own reliance on Russian oil.
So, Congressman, don't develop your own oil. Develop green energy, and that'll keep us from being dependent. Besides the fact that she's talking about a long-range plan, whether you agree with it or not, that doesn't solve the problem right now. And I'm looking at the price of Brent crude oil today. It's at $101, over $101. Your thoughts?
Well, Jen Psaki is living the green fantasy. And when she cites these European countries and encouraging them that they should get off from crude oil, they're doing the exact, or oil products, they're doing the exact opposite right now because their energy prices have exploded in the last 6 months. They've become more dependent on Russia, and they're actually moving back to where they're reopening some of their coal plants. And when you look at here in America, we're actually importing under Joe Biden in 2021 more oil from Russia than we did in 2020. We're going in the wrong direction here under the Biden administration.
Yeah, and the XL pipeline, by the way, the people dropped that term around as if it was producing a whole lot of oil every day. It wasn't, but it hadn't been finished, but Biden stopped it from being developed, and eventually it was going to produce over 800,000 barrels a day to our system. And when you have that much more on the market, that pushes prices of oil down because you have more supply, right, Congressman?
Yeah, so it actually is a metaphor for everything that's going on in regards to the oil sector. I mean, like, he's coming to Superior on Wednesday. We have a pipeline that needs to be reconstructed just east of Superior in Ashland County, and it's running into some roadblocks. Joe Biden should say on Wednesday, if he makes it to Superior, let's get that pipeline built. There's another segment of that pipeline over at the Mackinac Straits in northern Michigan that Governor Whitmer has said she does not want that pipeline rebuilt. That jeopardizes our oil supply in the upper Midwest as well as into Canada. So those are the things that are happening. It's costing us jobs, it's driving inflation, and as you can see now, it's affecting our national security.
Yeah, and cutting off all these projects basically means this is all the supply you're going to have. You're not going to have more drilling. You're not going to have more supply. And that's one of the reasons the prices are going up around the world. And like you said, go ahead, sir.
Bob, here's one of the other points about this. What the decision on Keystone on January 20th of 2021, what that signaled to oil producers is don't invest.
Right.
It was a powerful message to everyone in the oil sector. Don't invest in oil-related projects because we're going to do everything we can to shut them down. Okay. It's really unfortunate.
All right, Congressman, thank you so much.
I'm a little bit passionate about it, Bob.
Came right out of your ear. That's good. It wasn't smoke out of your ear. It was an earpiece. So thank you very much, Congressman. Appreciate you joining us.
Glad to join you today, Bob.